Sit rolling around, sitting on doves, can't lie, I was high on shrubs.
So time to go back with another video. I'm Strange Wang, he is Nate. It's the month of love. It is February. Today we were doing a ginormous 64 movie bracket for romantic comedies. Not because, well, kind of because it's February, but also we love romantic comedies.
Yes.
Follow our Facebook page, Men That Love Romantic Comedies. There's only 4 of us right now. It's a little awkward, but that's a joke. Don't look that up. I don't use
might
Facebook.
Probably exist.
I don't use Facebook though. You ain't gonna find Strange Wang in that bitch. You might find him. He's always on the Facebook. But we're gonna figure out what the best romantic comedy of all time is. There's a bazillion romantic comedies. So if there's one we're missing, put it in the comment section. I probably missed 1 or 2 myself. I won't kick myself out. He's like, "Where's this movie at?" I'm like, "God damn it." But let's get into it.
First up, we got His Girl Friday versus 13 Going on 30.
This is easy for me. His Girl Friday is hilarious.
Yep.
So that's an easy dub.
It's a great movie, and honestly, I don't like Jennifer Garner.
She alright.
I don't like her.
Shane did nothing to me.
I like Mark Ruffalo, though. 50 First Dates versus Always Be My Maybe.
To me, Always Be My Maybe is one of the best, if not the best, romantic comedy of the 2010s. So I gotta go Always Be My Maybe.
Well, I've never seen it, so you get to decide anyways.
Oh shit, we ain't go to rules. We ain't did this shit in a while. Wow.
True. Rye Lane versus Long Shot.
Both really good movies.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm more of a Long Shot.
Both very new.
Yeah, I'm leaning more towards Long Shot. It's got rewatchability. Rye Lane, it's cool, it's unique. But if it's a British romantic comedy that doesn't have Hugh Grant in it, I really don't want to watch it. So,
disagree. Rye Lane, easily one of my favorite movies this year. I think it's absolutely incredible and definitely a better movie than Long Shot. So
usually we will say the rules in the beginning. We haven't filmed it in a really long time, so if one of us hasn't seen a movie and the other one has, they get to choose. And if we split, rock, paper, scissors is the way to go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Motherfucker.
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days versus When Harry Met Sally. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Do your thing. Go suck a dick.
It's definitely When Harry Met Sally. It's a great movie.
This fucking guy.
About Time versus 10 Things I Hate About You.
10 Things I Hate About You. I personally feel like it hits the comedy a touch better. But that's just me. But I'm going 10 Things I Hate About You.
It's like a better movie? Like a better rom-com?
Rom-com, yeah.
You're insane.
I think that
It's absolutely About Time.
It's funnier.
You're thinking too hard. But it's not romancier.
It does have romance in it.
Okay, but this has comedy in it.
Yeah. I think the balance is better in 10 Things I Hate About You.
That's not what you said. You said I think it's funnier.
'Cause it is. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
That's a travesty. That's an awful take. Crazy Stupid Love versus Love and Other Drugs.
You got opinions?
Yeah, I don't care too much. I don't think either of these are going too terribly far in this bracket anyways. But I really like Crazy Stupid Love. I think it's like the perfect amount of silly and serious and sweet. And I really enjoy that. So
Yeah, I agree. I like both of these to the point of I have them on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
For background noise or just I want to watch something sweet and funny.
Mm-hmm.
So, not too serious. So I keep them both. Or, unless I want to see Anne Hathaway naked, which you get in Love and Other Drugs. But I will have to agree with you on this one. Crazy Stupid Love. That whole fucking picnic mini golf scene.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
It really is. Yeah. Juno versus 500 Days of Summer.
I've only seen like 30 minutes of Juno, so this is up to you, bud.
Juno isn't really a rom-com, in my opinion. Like, I understand why some people put it in that, but, like, the point of the movie isn't a romance. The point of the movie is, like, her being pregnant and coming to terms with that and, like, her making her decision. And, like, the whole thing with Bleecker is, like, a complete side story to what's actually going on. 500 Days of Summer, I would call it a rom-com. It isn't... Its funny moments are, like, more few and far between. But in this matchup, I'm going 500 Days of Summer. Silver Linings Playbook versus Fever Pitch.
Obviously, Silver Linings Playbook's a better movie.
Yeah. It's true. I also... Is that your pick?
No, I mean, I wasn't done talking.
Oh, go ahead. We paused. I didn't know.
Yeah. Sorry, I paused. Don't pause the video.
We can't have dead space.
True. Good job. It's been a while since we've done this together.
Mm-hmm.
So, Fever Pitch. It goes back to the thing of it does blend the comedy and the romance better, but Silver Linings Playbook has a different type of comedy.
Right.
So Silver Linings Playbook would be my pick.
Okay. Good. I hate Jimmy Fallon. And I also agree with everything you said. But Four Weddings and a Funeral versus Friends with Benefits.
Four Weddings and a Funeral. That shit's a banger.
Yeah. Hilarious.
Friends with Benefits, again, it goes in that category. I want to watch something funny and kind of sweet.
Yeah, I like that. I like
Blu-ray player.
I like the Ashton Kutcher one better.
No strings attached.
Yeah.
You'll see that later.
I'm sure I will. Trainwreck versus Crazy Rich Asians.
Oddly enough, I'm going to go with Trainwreck. There's something about that movie that's just fucking hilarious to me.
But this isn't a comedy bracket.
Yeah, but it still has the romance in it.
I feel like you're giving too much weight to the comedy side.
It still has the romance in it.
But it's romantic comedy.
Yeah. On this one, I'll concede Crazy Rich Asians does have it blended better.
I can't stand her. I also don't like that movie at all. But that wasn't why I made my argument. The argument stands alone.
Shame.
Clueless versus Love Actually.
I haven't seen Love Actually. It's got Hugh Grant in it. So.
I mean, do you consider Clueless a rom-com? Like, I think it's just a teen movie.
When I typed in...
Yeah, I know, but what does the internet know?
Paul Rudd's in it.
Yeah, he is. So, like, there are romantic subplots to Clueless. But I don't think of Clueless as a rom-com.
Well, it should be easy.
And so... Although I think Love Actually gets way overhyped sometimes. I still really enjoy it, but it's like there are two camps of people that really fucking love Love Actually, and there's a camp of people that really hate Love Actually, and those are the people that are the most loud on the internet. I am not loud on the internet, and I think it's fine.
That shit got canceled.
Love Actually?
Mm-hmm.
For what?
I don't know. I didn't read it. I saw the article. Love Actually canceled, and I was like, oh, cool.
Okay.
I didn't want there to be spoilers.
Sleepless in Seattle versus The 40-Year-Old Virgin.
40-Year-Old Virgin, another one that is a guilty pleasure for me.
Sure, yeah.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Sleepless in Seattle's that shit, though.
Yeah, it is. I love Sleepless. I love, like, the opening scene of Sleepless in Seattle where they're just, like, showing boats sailing on the water. Has nothing to do with the rom-com, but for some reason it sets the tone of that movie so well. I love it. High Fidelity versus Breakfast at Tiffany's. I've never seen High Fidelity.
Oh, neither have I. I was hoping you did.
Have you seen Breakfast at Tiffany's?
I have.
Well, then I guess Breakfast at Tiffany's it is. Even though it's also canceled. The Wedding Singer versus 16 Candles.
To me, it's The Wedding Singer all day. I love that fucking movie.
Yeah, I think Wedding Singer is an incredible, easily a top 5 Adam Sandler movie for me. And 16 Candles is good, but I like The Wedding Singer on this one. Bridget Jones's Diary versus Pillow Talk. I've
This
never
is
seen.
good.
I've never seen Pillow Talk, so
Oh, you're missing out. Damn, this is good. It's interesting. Rock Hudson's gay, and he gets along with this woman. Like, obviously, they don't get along. It's a romantic comedy.
Yeah.
This shows he's a really good actor. I don't know how gay he was. He probably wasn't, like, super gay because of the time period, but you never know. This is difficult because both are really good romantic comedies.
yeah.
But, personally, I have to go with Bridget Jones' Diary because my boy Hugh Grant. I was thinking about it. If we were doing another top 10 favorite actress list, Hugh Grant. He's a top 10. He's a 10 to 5. But he would make my list.
Yeah.
I really like Hugh Grant.
Nice.
Even if he is a Oompa Loompa. I like Hugh Grant a lot.
He was a lot better as the Oompa Loompa than I expected him to be.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay. This is the toughest one for me so far because these are both.
That's a heavyweight match.
These are both like top 25 for me at the very least. That's like without even thinking about narrowing it down. Bringing Up Baby versus Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
God damn.
That's tough.
Very different movies.
Because like
too.
Bringing Up Baby is like for when it came out, it is so quirky and weird.
It's also a slapstick comedy.
It's also a slapstick comedy. And Forgetting Sarah Marshall is like in that string of all these Judd Apatow movies that came out. It was like a bright spot among them as like an absolutely incredible romantic comedy. I love Bringing Up Baby. I think I'm going to get a lot of chances to talk up some of these classic romances or rom-coms later. So I'm going to go Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Yeah. Only because there aren't that many romantic comedies from the Forgetting Sarah Marshall era that I love as much as I love Forgetting Sarah Marshall. And there's a lot of like classic rom-coms that I absolutely adore. So
I'm gonna make my decision out of pettiness.
Okay.
Because I am a coward.
Okay.
And I don't want to pick one because I love these movies both. But Bringing Up Baby is going to be my choice because it didn't give me fake CGI Mila Kunis titties.
They're not CGI.
They're not hers?
Yeah, they're just someone else's though.
Yeah. It lied to me.
It's not my fault you didn't watch the special features.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
His Girl Friday versus Always Be My Maybe.
Always Be My Maybe has a better balance of both.
Okay.
So Always Be My Maybe is my pick.
Rye Lane versus When Harry Met Sally. I really love that Rye Lane made it to the second round. Ten Things I Hate About You versus Crazy Stupid Love.
I'm going to have to stick with 10 Things I Hate About You.
I don't think that movie's funny. What, like... I'm not asking this as a challenge. Like, remind me of what's funny about that movie.
You don't know how to say. It's like high school hijinks stuff. You know, it's just like relatability type stuff. Like the young innocence of...
That's not
finding...
funny.
Well, they make it funny. I mean, I don't remember fucking jokes from the movie.
I think Crazy Stupid Love has it all.
You know what? You're right. I don't remember jokes from the movie. I do remember the big mini golf barbecue scene. So, Crazy Stupid Love. Sometimes you just gotta talk it out, you know?
Yeah. 500 Days of Summer versus... Or Fight It Out.
Yeah.
Versus Silver Linings Playbook.
What a hilarious 2 movies we have here.
Yeah, it is.
I'm going 500 Days of Summer. I like that movie better. Simple.
Yeah, I think I'm certainly not arguing against Silver Linings Playbook, like being able to squeak into the rom-com category, because it is pretty funny and it is a romance. But I think it's a little, almost more of a character study than anything, kind of. But I think 500 Days of Summer fits the bill a little more. Probably like the most bummer rom-com on the list, but... 4 Weddings and a Funeral versus Crazy Rich Asians.
Hugh Grant.
Yeah, I really liked Crazy Rich Asians, but people blew that shit out of the water. Like it was like the best rom-com to come out in the last however many years. But I feel like that's overrating a little bit. I'm going 4 Weddings as well. Love Actually versus Sleepless in Seattle. Love Actually has Hugh Grant.
I've never seen Love Actually, so I can't.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
I mean,
hoping
it's worth watching.
Yeah, for sure. I own it.
Yeah.
I'm hoping you're going to say.
I'm
Sleepless.
absolutely going Sleepless in Seattle.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
The Wedding Singer versus Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Wedding Singer, dog.
Yeah, I agree.
One of the greatest songs made for movies ever. Roll, would you? That shit fire.
Bridget Jones's Diary versus Bringing Up Baby.
That bottom one on the side is fucking killer every
It's
time.
real tough.
You seen Bridget Jones' Diary?
Yeah.
Good.
It's been a minute, but like I remember enough of it.
I'm glad I don't make this decision alone.
Yeah.
God damn.
I don't know if it's because of how old I was when Bridget Jones's Diary came out, but I like have this. It's not that I don't like it. It just like. It was so uninteresting to me when it came out because I was like 11. And it's like that feeling
when
about
you're
it.
11, you don't want to watch that movie.
Right. And that feeling of it has just like stuck with me for some reason.
Have you watched it since?
Yeah. It's okay.
And the feeling's still there?
I think it's fine.
Jesus, I love that movie.
Yeah. I think I have to go Bring It Up Baby. Bring It Up Baby is hilarious.
Yeah.
And like how different the two characters are. It's like I almost feel like you can argue like Katharine Hepburn in this movie is like one of the first manic pixie dream girl type characters, just like so quirky and weird. And it's about them chasing down a freaking leopard or ocelot or whatever the heck it is. So that's my pick.
I'm gonna go Bring It Up Baby too because the romantic chemistry, I like it better.
Yeah. Always Be My Maybe versus When Harry Met Sally.
When Harry Met Sally.
Oh, yeah.
And goated.
Crazy Stupid Love versus 500 Days of Summer.
Crazy Stupid Love falls more in the rom-com category.
I agree.
So I would have to give it that based on criteria.
I don't think there's anything in 500 Days of Summer that's like intentionally funny. Like, there are moments that end up being funny, but for a rom-com bracket, I gotta go Crazy Stupid Love. 4 Weddings and a Funeral versus Sleepless in Seattle.
God damn it.
I gotta go Sleepless, man. That's
it's unfortunate.
I don't necessarily think it's objectively the better movie, and I'm sure we'll be talking about this one later, but I like Sleepless in Seattle more than I like You've Got Mail.
I don't know if I agree with that or not.
I just said I'm not saying it's better. I'm saying I like it more. The Wedding Singer versus Bringing Up Baby. Man, I'm really enjoying these like 3rd and 4th rounds, like because these are actually like these are some matchups.
I have to go with the Wedding Singer.
These are kind of like on par with me.
I never thought in my life I would be picking an Adam Sandler movie over a Cary Grant movie.
Yeah, I don't.
But I am today.
There are lots of jokes in The Wedding Singer that don't land with me anymore. And so, just to have some fun, because to me these are on par, I'm gonna go Bring It Up Baby.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Damn it.
I mean, I feel like we both kind of know what's winning this side of the bracket already. So, you know. When Harry Met Sally versus Crazy Stupid Love.
Harry Met Sally.
Great run, Steve. Great run.
He got a lot of poon in that movie.
Sleepless versus Bringing Up Baby. So I feel like the real question here is, I know it's not going to matter, but which of these really deserves to be matched up against When Harry Met Sally?
Sleepless in Seattle.
I think it's Sleepless. Yeah. Like, I still don't know that I could pick Sleepless over When Harry Met Sally, but
I mean, the posters are almost identical.
To me, this is the correct final for this side of the bracket. To me,
I would have switched it out with Wedding Singer personally, but When Harry Met Sally's getting the dub on this one.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Tough side. Left side is tough.
Yeah, honestly, obviously, I would have liked to see About Time go a little further on that side, but it still wouldn't have beat When Harry Met Sally. All right, next side of the bracket. My Big Fat Greek Wedding versus Hitch.
I like Hitch.
I like Hitch too.
It's that rom-com for men. We're both men, so kind of falls in that. A little biased, but I'll take it.
Coming to America versus No Strings Attached. No Strings Attached.
Coming to America, without a doubt, shadow of a doubt, is the much better movie.
Yeah.
It's more, like, look at the poster. Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, it's
Coming
a
to
comedy.
America.
Yeah.
With a romantic comedy element.
Yeah.
No Strings Attached. You get to see both sides more equally. So, I have to go No Strings Attached based on criteria.
Yeah. That literally, it was the exact same argument I was going to make. I just think Coming to America is way more of a comedy than a romantic comedy. He's also not really, like, that romantic, you know? It's like, the romantic subplot is in there, but it doesn't really pull at your heartstrings that much with the romantic side of it. Groundhog Day versus There's Something About Mary. Fun fact. Never seen There's Something About Mary.
Wow.
And don't really want to.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't like Ben Stiller that much. And I don't really like Cameron Diaz that much.
What about Matt Dillon?
I'm indifferent to Matt Dillon, and I am just like, I have had the shampoo thing shoved in my face by the internet so much that I am just like so disinterested in seeing this movie.
Your favorite quarterback of all time?
I do know that Brett Favre is in it. Yeah.
I'm going to have to go with Something About Mary. Same thing, criteria. Groundhog Day, much better movie.
Yeah.
But it's Bill Murray story with that subplot.
Yeah, I'm glad that's your pick because I have a hard time seeing Groundhog's Day. It's like a romantic comedy.
It was on the top 200.
Yeah, well, I believe you. Just say. I Want You Back versus Bridget Jones's Baby. Neither of these have I seen. So.
I hate Charlie Day.
Okay.
And it's a good movie. I just wish he wasn't cast in it.
Yeah, but no Hugh Grant in this one.
Yeah, but I'm going to have to go Bridget Jones' Baby. The worst one.
Is he recast or is it a completely different character?
New character. Hugh Grant character died.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah.
All right. You've Got Mail versus Wedding Crashers.
You Got Mail.
Yep, absolutely.
I like Wedding Crashers. It's pretty
fine.
solid.
Yeah.
But You Got Mail's definitely the dub.
Man, if I had $1 for every time a kid in high school came up to me, or not even came up to me, but I would heard someone in high school say, "Did you motorboat her? You motorboating son of a bitch."
All right.
Stupid.
That's going on TikTok.
The Big Sick versus Say Anything.
Big Sick, baby.
I agree. Well, as you know, I'm not nearly as big on this movie as you are, but I think it's better than Say Anything.
I love the Big Sick. That shit, Johnny Blaze.
Happiest Season versus Chasing Amy.
Let me get Chasing Amy.
Yeah, I'm with you.
You've seen Chasing Amy?
No, I haven't seen Chasing Amy.
I was about to say. I was shocked.
The Broken Hearts Gallery versus Jerry Maguire. I have not seen The Broken Hearts Gallery.
You would like it.
Probably.
Jerry Maguire, I feel like, falls more in that romantic than the romantic comedy.
Sure.
Even though it does have comedy in it. It's a much better movie than Broken Heart Gallery. But Broken Heart Gallery is more balanced.
Okay. There's an art to letting go.
Broken Heart Gallery. It's more even, I guess.
The Philadelphia Story versus Palm Springs.
This is sad for you, isn't it?
I mean, I love Palm Springs, but
You would consider that a rom-com?
I think I would call it a rom-com. It like turns into one as it goes on, but like I mean that's how a lot of rom-coms are. Like friends and the enemies to friends, the whole thing to enemies to friends to lovers. So I would call it a rom-com. It is not hard at all for me to pick the Philadelphia Story over Palm Springs.
Fun fact, YouTube. When he got married, we'd try to recreate that photo because there was 3 of us, and it turned out horribly.
It really did. The bench was not nearly long enough.
No, it was not.
Yeah.
Maybe 6'3".
Me?
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Too short. I ain't talking about the rapper.
Lonely Guy versus Top 5. I've never even heard of either of these movies.
What? Bro, both these movies are really good. I don't think you will like The Lonely Guy. You may like it. I feel like you're either going to hate it or love it. Steve Martin and that kind of comedy. You like The Jerk, so you might
I like Steve Martin.
love it.
Yeah.
But the script is just so fucking on the nose, hilarious. Like, the humor's over the top, but dry at the same time. Like most Steve Martin's humor. I find this movie hilarious.
Yeah.
I find it to be really relatable at times, especially for men, people I know.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know that motherfucker right there, dog. Top 5 is more of a pure romantic comedy. I'm gonna go Lonely Guy.
Okay.
I like it better. Both good movies, though.
Reality Bites versus Knocked Up.
I should have used the picture of you. That's what I should have done. God damn it.
I haven't seen Reality Bites in a really long time, but I have seen it.
I haven't seen it at all, so it's up to you.
I like Knocked Up. I'm going with it. It was fine. I liked it more than that. Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist versus Notting Hill.
I wish Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist went up against a different movie, because Notting Hill is my pick.
Yeah, I don't think that... Yeah, it would have had to go up against something really specific to even make it to another round, because I don't think it's quite funny enough to, like, beat a lot of these movies. But
Well, it's more of a sense of humor type of funny than...
yeah, I do love Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist, but it can't... It's not going to beat Notting Hill. Bridesmaids versus The Shop Around the Corner.
I'll take James Stewart over Bridesmaids any day of the week.
Yep.
Also, You Got Mail is based off that movie. If you don't know, YouTube.
The Lady Eve versus Don John.
Give me Don John. I fucking love Don John.
Well, I've never seen The Lady Eve, so sure.
Do you like Don John?
No, I mean, it's fine.
I'll take fine. Leave it at that.
The Apartment versus Roman Holiday.
One of these movies won an Oscar. And I believe it's the only romantic comedy to ever win an Oscar, so let me get The Apartment.
Yeah, I love The Apartment. Very good movie.
Why have we never talked about The Apartment?
I don't know.
Dude, it's so fucking good.
Yeah, excellent
It's so
movie.
dark for no reason, too.
Right, yes.
It's like, holy cow.
Yeah.
This movie's hilarious, and then boom, suicide.
Yeah.
We can talk about Apartment later.
Pretty Woman versus Some Like It Hot.
Pretty Woman is like... The charisma of that movie is on another level.
True.
Let me get Pretty Woman.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't make... So, you'll see this in future videos, and you probably don't care because it doesn't have anything to do with romantic comedies, but I'm going to bring it back to it. We're doing top 10 favorites of basically everything we can, including movie scenes. The box closing
Oh, yeah.
almost made my top 10.
Good scene.
I love that scene. Her fucking reaction is priceless.
Yeah. All right. Hitch versus No Strings Attached.
Damn. Even playing field. This is, for me personally, I buy these on Blu-ray. I'm feeling a little... It's raining that day. I need some background noise.
Yeah.
Or whatever the case may be. This is the level of film I'm throwing on.
Yeah.
So it makes it really difficult.
Yeah, this is a great B+ movie versus B+ movie matchup.
I think I have to go Hitch, though.
Really?
Hitch was a much bigger movie because it played on fucking TBS through
That's
middle
true.
school and high school. So like everyone I know have seen Hitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually,
See, well, it's tough because I thought of like a specific like scene in Hitch that I don't really like, but then I thought of a specific scene in No Strings Attached that I really don't like, and so
yeah, I forgot Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, so I'm picking No Strings Attached. So
staged.
changing my pick.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I really can't stand. I don't know what it is, but like I hate.
The grocery store scene where his face is all fucked up.
Yes, like any kind of like fat suit or like swollen prosthetics. Like I don't know why. I just really really hate that shit. And No Strings Attached doesn't have that. So there's something about Mary versus Bridget Jones's Baby.
Let me get the baby. Bridget's baby.
You've Got Mail versus The Big Sick.
Big Sick. It's tough. I like Tom Hanks as an asshole.
You think that this is a better rom-com all around top to bottom than You've Got Mail.
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
I watch a ton of rom-coms
You're
and I've
silly.
seen The Big Sick about
You're silly.
15 times.
You are silly.
You are too old to be saying silly
You're
to
silly.
someone under 10.
Put them up. Come on. You're silly.
Bitch ass. Bitch ass.
Oh, this one's all you. Chasing Amy versus the BHG.
What a nematode. Let me get Jason Amy.
You are too old to be saying nematode.
Hell no. I coined the phrase.
The Philadelphia Story versus The Lonely Guy.
Philly Story. Almost had the Philadelphia Story musical, but I don't think you've seen that.
I haven't. Knocked Up versus Notting Hill.
Notting Hill.
Yeah.
Easy dub. God damn it. I don't want to. Okay, maybe the next matchup won't be.
The Shop Around the Corner versus Don John.
Don John for me.
No. Give me The Shop Around the Corner.
To me,
Don John's not funny, dude. I don't think that movie's funny at all.
To me, the reason why I'm picking Don John is because You've Got Mail is a better version of The Shop Around the Corner. I think personally.
Yeah, I agree.
So.
But I still think Shop Around the Corner is better than Don John. Because it's not funny.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Motherfucker.
The Apartment versus Pretty Woman.
I go Pretty Woman.
Yeah, this one's probably a lot closer for me than it should be.
It is very close.
But I still don't think I could pick The Apartment over Pretty Woman. No Strings versus Bridget Jones's Baby.
Let me get No Strings on this one.
Okay.
More rewatchability.
You've Got Mail versus Chasing Amy.
You Got Mail.
The Philadelphia Story versus Notting Hill.
Top 5 romantic comedies. I don't know if we ever made that list, but these two are
I'm sure
definitely
we
in it.
have. The question is just have you seen both of them when you made the list?
Notting Hill.
I gotta go Philadelphia Story.
That's my
love
finals
that
on this
movie.
side of the bracket.
Those, and in all honesty, that's like, well, it wouldn't be, but for me, but it's pretty good. They'd be up there. Shop Around the Corner versus Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman.
Easy. Sorry, James. That's like the worst drawing of James Stewart I've ever seen in my entire life. On the poster of that movie.
I'm sure there's been worse.
No Strings versus You've Got Mail.
You Got Mail.
For sure. Philadelphia Story versus Pretty Woman.
Hard, but the answer is Philadelphia Story.
I agree. I really do. And then the Philadelphia Story
Will it be Meg Ryan on Meg Ryan Crime Again?
versus
No,
You've Got Mail.
it will not, because I'm picking... Well, it might. I don't know what you're picking, but Philadelphia Story is my pick.
I think this would have been my final on the side of the bracket. If I had to pick, it would have been really hard. I'm going You've Got Mail. This one for you. This one's for you, wife.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. It doesn't matter anyways. We can both agree.
Yeah.
When Harry Met Sally is the greatest romantic comedy of all time.
Yeah.
Top 5 favorite movies of all time for me personally. I believe it was in your top 20 as well.
It's in my top 20. It's a very good movie. Yeah.
Multiple people said that during his wedding. Lines from that movie. When Harry Met Sally is just like the goated. It's the Godfather of romantic comedies. You can't top it.
It's very nice.
And as you said, it's very nice. Let us know in the comment section what we missed, what you thought should have won. What's your plans for Valentine's Day? Actually, don't put that because it could get gross. Scroll back up, hit the like button, share the video, and subscribe.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.